Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me just back this up some more because that's all we're going to need for this mod tutorial to be accomplished. All we're going to need is the Tyrannosaurus. We're not going to need any other component. We're not going to need Mastodon. We're not going to need Pterodactyl. We're not going to need Triceratops. We're not going to need Saber-Tooth Tiger. And you're definitely not going to need Dragonzord. All you need is Tyrannosaurus. And some tools. Of course, bringing back in this set here, and bringing back in these supplies here, and bringing this in, because we're actually going to use this today. Yay! But yeah, that being said, let's get right into it. So, the first and foremost, the only thing that you really have to do here is just unscrew everything. But to make it a little more simpler, just go ahead and take the tail off as well. All you gotta do is just wiggle a little bit and it will come right off, because all it's held in by it's just a peg and a couple of holes. And they're pretty sturdy, so I don't think you're gonna break them anytime soon, so don't worry about it. But that being said, there's screw here, here, and then there's some screws on the inside here and here. And those are the ones you're going to unscrew. So go ahead and do that. And then we will... Don't try that at home, kids. We're not going to need any of these. Not this. All we're really going to need... It's not even this clip. But remember which way this actually goes in. I will show you real quickly so you can see that there's a difference here. This is the right leg, just to let you know. So there you go. There's your hint. Putting that away with all the screws, and this is the next step. What we're going to do is we're going to unscrew this, unscrew this, unscrew this. Now we should be able to open this up. Now don't worry, this part comes loose. It's simple. It's actually well explained. As you can see, there's some sculpting to let you know, hey, how this goes. So there you go. So just put that aside for now, because we're not going to need that. What we're going to need is all right here. So, removing the knee, which is pretty much the bottom half of the foot, you'll see already what I have done here. And if you don't know what I've done here, if you don't know what any of this white stuff is, let me show it off to you. I got this at Lowe's a while back. I think this was like last year, as a matter of fact, when I was working on some customs. I never really used it, but it came to good use because this stuff works great. It's almost like athletics tape in a way, because it really wraps around and it holds very solidly. As a matter of fact, it's also kind of like glue. So once this is actually in place, it may take a while to actually get this off. You may even have to scrape it, but the more that you apply, the thicker it gets, the more tighter that these knee joints are going to get. So since I've already open this up again, I have a feeling that this is going to be a little looser than what it originally was, so I might have to add more tape. But that seems to be pretty tight still. But that's what you want. All that's got to be done. And all you got to do is just align everything back up. Make sure that the end cap to the knee is actually sticking out and not inside, because I did that once and it wasn't funny. But anyway, just screw everything back together and bada bing, you're done. Oh, Tyrannosaurus, we hardly knew thee. But don't worry, we're going to put it back together. Now, I'm only going to show this off because somebody probably is going to ask me to do so. So anyway, that being said, let's get to it. Once again, you can see there's a difference between this hole right here. This is going to be the left, this is going to be the right. And going by the way this is looking at me, this is the right leg. So slide that in like so. We'll bring in the left leg. Just hold that right there, because we're also going to need the front piece. So, it's going to combine like so, as you can see. Now we got to wrestle this gear here into that ratchet, because they're going to share it, both legs, like so. And that wasn't hard at all. Okay, next thing we want to do is take the arms of the Tyrannosaurus and slide them in. Like that. Don't worry, they'll catch, so they're not going to fall out. You don't have to hold them. See? Last thing to do is to take the Tyrannosaurus back with its head and slide it in, holding everything tight. If you all have a magnetized screwdriver, this should be a picnic for you. I do. Where'd my other tool go? Oh. Right here. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten that up Just a little bit. Not too much. Okay, so here's the Tyrannosaurus. Back 100% complete with all the screws reattached. But I should have mentioned this to you before putting everything back together. Yes, you have to do it with both legs. The mod has to be done to both legs. So if you didn't do that, if you only went by the way that I was showing it off in the video, you still got another leg to do. So unfortunately, you're going to have to start over from scratch pretty much. You're going to have to unscrew everything again and get to this leg. Sorry, my bad. Moving on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you know how this goes. It's time to reassemble the Megazord. So, if the mod has been done successfully, this is your results right here. Wow, that is super tight. Yeah, that's a lot tighter than what I originally had. But, you know how this all goes. It's just like reviewing it all over again. So, Megazord activated. And you can't even see that. But yeah, I just flipped the horns and the helmet out. So, there it is. And that being said, that's not what we're going to do. Flip it back. And we're going to bring down the Tyrannosaurus tail. So, your guess is as good as mine. Which you should know. It's time for Dragonzord. So we're going to make the Mega Dragonzord again. And I'm not going to do this off of camera. I'm actually going to show this. You will see in real time how long it takes me to actually assemble this piece together. What I have to go through, all the stress, and whether or not this mod is a success. Here we go. And if this is not on camera, I cannot do anything about it, okay? I just can't. So, there's that. That didn't take long at all. Of course, we're not done. We have to make sure everything clicks into place. And the only way to do that is to force it. Get everything to clip into place. Not an easy task. But it does help if you hold down this piece and go for the back piece of Dragonzord's head. Try to get that to tab in first, then everything else should follow. Everything should clip into place. Like that. Well, was. Yeah. Oh, you son of a bitch. Come on. Rush job. It's a rush job. It will clip into place. Just bear with me as I bring these down. Slide those into the Mastodon. Do it again, like that. Now clip into place, you. Get in there. There we go. So now that that's out of the way, just flip back up the little Tyrannosaurus arms. You son of a bitch. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? You're killing me, man. You're killing me. There we go. Stay. 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 Sorry. Now we'll just flip up the Tyrannosaurus tail. That tabs into place in the back. You didn't see that. That's not my problem. Go ahead and rearrange all this already. Flip these up. Get them to clip in as best as they can. We all know that's not going to stay in place. Bring in the pterodactyl. Try to peg the pterodactyl in because it's not easy at all. But there we go. Everything seems to be in place. Everything seems to be holding. And as you can see, when I bring this closer, much closer, you can see sliding out the figure that it is standing just fine. Perfectly. Flush straight. Absolutely perfect. There's not a problem whatsoever. Here, look from the side and judge for yourself. Straight. Absolutely straight. There you go, guys. There's your results. All it took was just prying open the legs and throwing some tape in there. That's it. That's the end of this tutorial. So, questions? Comments? If you want to thank me, leave it in the comment section down below. So that being said, this is the one and only Sonic Ranger signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you whenever you see me.